Hello students, welcome to 12th physics class. This video start with second lesson current electricity. In this unit we will study about the electric current resistance related phenomena in material. Today we are going to discuss about introduction, electric current, conventional current, trip velocity, microscopic model of current and Ohm's law. First one, introduction. The motion of charges is called electric current. Current electricity is the study of flow of electric charges. Students, imagine life without electricity. What happened? We cannot allow a state without electricity because we are used to it, and every day nature can always changes. What is uses of electricity in our daily life? It is used to operate machine, communication system, electronic device and home appliance. It is many things in this routine life. Modern world depend heavily on the uses of electricity. This is Thomas Alva Edison. Edison developed direct current. Direct current means DC current and another one current AC current. Students, find the answer. Which material is used as a filament in bulb? Why? That material is tungsten. Tungsten is used in electric bulb because it has high melting point and it does not oxidize. Thus, tungsten filament does not melt even when a large amount of heat is produced due to passage of current through the filament. Way of heating effect of current. This is source of electricity. And what is conductor? Any material that allowed electric current to pass through it. Example, copper, aluminum, steel. And what is insulator? Any material that does not allow electric current to pass through it. Example, plastic, rubber, glass, wood, cloth, oil, diamond, dry wood and etc. Already we know what is atom. Atoms consist of three basic particles, proton, electron and neutron. The nuclei of the atoms containing the protons and the neutron. The outermost region of atoms are called electron shell and containing the electrons. Electron negatively charged, proton positively charged, neutron no charge. This is copper shell model. It's available for 1 free electrons. Copper is a good conductor because like that metal it containing free electrons. Free electrons are also known as conduction electrons. Each copper atom provide a single free electron, so they are as many free electron as atoms. Atoms in metals have one or more electrons which are loosely bounded to nucleus. These electrons are called free electrons. And free electrons means random motion. The electrons which are not attached to the nucleus of atoms and free to move when external energy is applied are called free electrons. Here external energy is electric field, magnetic field and potential. The moving free electron will transmit electric current from one point to other. What happens when these free electrons moving in a particular direction? Here applied in one external force. External force is nothing but its applied potential or electric field. Already we know that the electrons which are not attached to the nucleus of atoms and free to move when external energy is applied are called free electrons. The flow of free electrons in a material is called an electric current. The moving free electrons will transmit electric current from one point to another point. Already we studied from 11th standard unit 6. that the mass move from higher gravitational potential to lower gravitational potential. Likewise, positive charge flows from higher electric potential to lower electric potential, and negative charge flow from lower electric potential to higher electric potential. So battery or electric cell simply creates potential difference across the conductor. First diagram, equal gravitational potential, so no water flow. Second diagram, water flow from higher gravitational potential to lower gravitational potential. Third diagram, a copper wire end A and B are at a same electric potential, hence no current because here same electric potential. And fourth diagram, A is at high electric potential than B, so current flow from A to B. Next, electric current. The electric current in a conductor is defined as the rate of flow of charges through a given cross section area. This is important 2 marks. If a net charge capital Q pass through any cross section of a conductor in time t, then the current is defined as I Q divided by T. But charge flow is not always constant. Hence, current can more generally be defined as I average equal to del Q divided by del T. Del Q means the change of charges, del T means the change of time. The rate of flow of electric charge measured in ampere, where I is current, Q is electric charge, T is time. The unit of current is ampere, the unit of charge is coulomb, the unit of time is S. Next important 2 marks, define 1 ampere. 1 ampere of current is equivalent to 1 coulomb of charge passing through a perpendicular cross section in 1 second. 1A equal to 1C divided by 1S. Next, conventional current. First one is normal circuit, second one is connected from battery. Red line is direction of conventional current, blue line is direction of electron. Electron always flow from negative to positive, and direction of conventional current flow from positive to negative. Here external energy is battery, battery means potential difference. Conventional current, by convention, this flow in the circuit should be from the positive terminal of the battery to the negative terminal. This is called a conventional current or simply current. Always an electron are moving from negative to positive terminal. The first electric circuit, open circuit, so no flow of current, so no glow of bulb. And second circuit is closed circuit, flow of current, so glow of bulb. Do you know electric current is not only produced by batteries. In nature, lightning bolt produced enormous electric current in a short time. During lightning, very high potential difference is created between the clouds and ground. So, charge flow between the clouds and ground. Here, ground means earth. Next topic, trip velocity. The trip velocity is the average velocity acquired by the electron inside the conductor when it is subjected into an electric field. Its direction also moving electron direction. Electron always moving from negative terminal to positive terminal. Here electric field means nothing but its connected battery. Electric field equal to force divided by charge. Charge is electron. Electron negative characters. So Q equal to minus E. Substitute in electric field formula. So E equal to F divided by minus E. Rearranging the formula, F equal to minus small e capital E. Small e electron, capital E electric field. Then Newton's second law formula, F equal to ma. So rearranging, A equal to F divided by m, where A is acceleration, F is force, m is mass. The force value substitute in acceleration. So acceleration equal to minus small e capital E divided by m. The drift velocity Vd is given by Vd equal to a tau. Then a value substitute in drift velocity. Drift velocity Vd equal to minus e capital E divided by m and tau. Rearranging constant value minus e tau divided by m. In this value is mu is mobility. So drift velocity Vd equal to minus mu into e. Mu is mobility, e is electric field, Vd means drift velocity. Here mu equal to e tau divided by m is the mobility of electron and it is defined as the magnitude of drift velocity per unit electric field. Mu equal to Vd divided by e, the SI unit of mobility m square v power minus 1 s power minus 1 or m square per v s. How to calculate the unit of mobility? We know the unit of velocity and electric field because the mobility formula is mu equal to Vd divided by e. Unit of Vd is m s power minus 1. Unit of e is v m power minus 1. So both units substitute in mobility. So mu equal to m s power minus 1 divided by v m power minus 1. So rearranging this equation, m square v power minus 1 s power minus 1. Next topic, very important topic, book back questions also. Microscopic model of current. Micro means very small value. That value means 10 to power of minus 6 or other words 10 lakhs, in other words 1 million value. Now I explain in this diagram. Consider a conductor with area of cross section A and electric field E applied from right to left. Suppose there are n electrons per unit volume in the conductor and assume that all electrons move with the same drift velocity. Area of cross section of conductor is capital A. Number of electrons per unit volume small n. Applied electric field E vector. Drift velocity of electron Vd. The charge of an electron small e. Let dx be the distance travelled by the electron in time dt. Then drift velocity Vd equal to dx divided by dt. Rearranging this equation, dx equal to Vd dt. The number of electrons available in the volume of length dx is a dx into n, a drift velocity dt into n. Then the total charge in this volume element is dq equal to capital A Vd dt n into E. By definition, the current is given by I equal to dq divided by dt. So dq value substitute in this equation, A Vd dt ne divided by dt, dt and dt cancel. We get I equal to ne a Vd, where I is current, n is number of terms, E means electron, capital A area, Vd drift velocity. Next to find out current density. Current density J is defined as the current per unit area of cross section of the conductor. Current density J equal to I divided by A. The SI unit of current density is A divided by m square or A m power minus 2. Then the current density J equal to Ne A Vd divided by A. Here Ne A Vd is current from equation number 2.9. So rearranging the J equal to Ne Vd. In vector notation, J vector equal to Ne Vd vector. Known value substitute in this equation, J vector equal to Ne minus e tau divided by m into E. So rearranging this equation equal to minus ne square tau divided by m into capital E, where ne square r divided by m is sigma. Sigma is conductivity. So finally we get J equal to minus sigma E. But conventionally, we take the direction of current density as the direction of electric field. So, the above equation becomes J vector equal to sigma into E vector. This is called microscopic form of Ohm's law. Next to Ohm's law, this question is also important 5 marks and book back questions also. Consider a segment of wire of length L and area of cross section A. When a potential difference V is applied across the wire, a net electric field is created in the wire which constitutes the current. For simplicity, we assume that the electric field is uniform in the entire length of wire. The potential difference can be written as V equal to E into L. Find out current density. J equal to sigma E. Already we know V equal to EL. So rearranging this equation, find out E. E equal to V divided by L. So E value substitute in 1. So J equal to sigma V divided by L, but J equal to I by A. So we write the equation I divided by A equal to sigma V divided by L. By rearranging the above equation, we get V equal to I L divided by sigma into A. So finally we get potential difference V equal to IR. It is macroscopic Ohm's law. The resistance is the ratio of potential difference across the given conductor to the current passing through the conductor. R equal to V divided by I. R is resistance, V is potential difference, I is current. Then the macroscopic form of Ohm's law is V equal to I into R. Today homeworks 5 marks, microscopic and macroscopic of Ohm's law. Book back questions 1 and 2. Thank you students.